So we have a very simple website with just an input field. In this input field, we can announce whatever we want. So first let's try to announce something simple like hello. And if I click on OK, I can see hello is announced. Now in this video, we will be injecting a malicious payload into this input field to find our flag. This is the SSTI2 CTF challenge of picoCTF. Now I have already covered SSTI1 before. The main difference is this website now has input sanitization, meaning any kind of character that could be a problem has been removed. Now before we start the challenge, let's first understand what SSTI is. SSTI stands for Server-Side Template Injection. This website was made with a pre-made template. If we can inject a malicious payload into this template, and if the template executes our code without proper validation, then we can know for sure that this website is vulnerable to SSTI. So one of the easiest way to check is, suppose if I type 1 plus 1 and click on OK, I can see 1 plus 1 is announced like it was supposed to. Now if I go back and wrap my math operation in two curly brackets and click on OK, I can see without announcing our input as it is, it calculated our math operation. So this code just got executed. So we can be sure that this website is vulnerable to SSTI. This can lead to things like data leak or remote code execution. Now to find the correct payload for this website, we first need to understand which template is this website using. So to do this, I'll first copy the URL. In my terminal, type curl-i and paste my URL. And I can see the web server is a Python web server. So I'll search for something like Python server-side template injection. And since I want to remotely execute code, I'll type remote code execution. I'll choose the first link, and in this website, I can see the list of the templates that can be exploited. So we will only focus on these two because I already know that my web server is a Python web server. So first let's take Jinja 2. So if I scroll down, I can see to execute the ID command, this is our payload. So I'll copy this payload, add it here and click on OK. I can see the site says stop trying to break me. So our payload got executed, but because of input sanitization, our payload seems to have been blocked. The description also says any kind of character that could be a problem has been removed. So this is the payload I used, and in this payload, there are a few characters that could be blocked. Like I can see we have the dot, the underscore. So in order to bypass the filter, we can try to encode these characters. So since I know that my template is Jinja 2, I will type something like Jinja 2 server-side template injection. And since I want to encode my payload, I will type encode. I'll choose the first link, and in this website, if I scroll down, I can see we have remote code execution bypassing, and this is the payload that we will use. This payload will execute the ID command. I can see for the first encoded payload, the character dot has been encoded into this, and for the second payload, I can see the dot and the underscore has been converted to this and this. Here you can see there are two underscore, so that's why we have two of this. So let's try to copy this payload and see if it works. I'll copy this, paste it, and click on OK, and it gives me the same message. I can see for the last encoded payload, the dot, underscore, the square brackets, and join has been encoded. So let me copy this payload and paste it and click on OK, and I can see my ID command got executed successfully. So let's change the ID and type ls, which will list all the files in the current directory, and click on OK. And I can see this directory has 3 files, including the flag. So let's get flag, and I can see we found the flag, which I'll copy and paste and click on submit. And I can see we are correct. So we are going over the medium challenges of picoCTF. If you want to follow along, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching.